Guys, ONLYUSEmeBLADE, Search and Destroy on the Black Ops 2. Search and Destroy, if you guys have been following my channel for the longest, know this is my go-to game type. It's a game type that allows me to be a sneaky ninja. And Call of Duty is all about craziness, and Search and Destroy kind of equalizes that craziness. I did not get Call of Duty Ghost early this year, and I didn't want to spend an exuberant amount of money to get something a little bit early. Like if I would have, paid $20 to get it early, that would have been one thing. But so I don't have it early. But a lot of my friends have the game early, and they are currently playing it. And one of the things that they mentioned is that the game type Search and Destroy is no longer in the game. It is in private match, but it's not on the public servers. And also there is a game type called Search and Rescue. Now what Search and Rescue is, it's kind of like a mix between Kill Confirmed and Search and Destroy. So instead of just, if you kill them, once your tag's confirmed, then you're dead. But if you can be revived by one of your teammates picking up your tags. So it's a good mixture of Kill Confirmed and Search and Destroy, which is awesome because those are the two game modes that I play when I played Black Ops 2. And I think it's awesome. So now you may be going, well, why did they take out Search and Destroy? I don't know. I don't get that. I think that Call of Duty, for the most part, has gotten too complicated. It's just gotten too intense and too complicated. And one of the reasons why I like Search and Destroy is because it simplifies things. I loved Call of Duty 4 because everything was simplified. Everything was pretty basic. And not saying that the innovations that they've come up with over the years haven't been a good thing. They might have been really, really positive things. Stuff like Specialist Bonus. Stuff like the ability to kind of choose which perks you want, not necessarily within each class, kind of like with the Pick 10 system. All these things are great, but at the same time, I miss the days of Call of Duty when it was very, very simple and everything was like to its core. And that's why I play Search and Destroy. Now, maybe when the game actually is official and it's released to everyone, not just the people that got it early, I think that they might introduce a patch that's going to actually bring Search and Destroy into the public playlist. Who knows? Why take that out? First off, you got to realize that the Search and Destroy community is huge within the Call of Duty community. Not everyone plays Search and Destroy. I get that. But the people that do play Search and Destroy are extremely passionate about it. Now, here's the thing. So it used to be a lot of people, all they did was just play Team Deathmatch, right? Like Team Deathmatch, that was the top of the list of shit that you play. And then over time, Team Deathmatch and Free-For-All kind of got killed in Black Ops 2 because of the way the point systems worked out. It was extremely slow, and it was kind of a dead game type. But there's still people that like to play Team Deathmatch. A lot of people that like to play Team Deathmatch migrated over to the Kill Confirmed aspect of the game. And that's totally cool. It's not going to affect me because I love playing Kill Confirmed. And Kill Confirmed to me is like a better version of Team Deathmatch because I knife. But that's me being selfish, and for my game type, that's what helps. But what about, it's going to completely change the way that Search and Destroy. If we only have Search and Rescue, we don't have Search and Destroy. Even though I'm going to do just fine in that game type, and I'm sure a lot of people are going, we're not going to die if we don't have Search and Destroy. And we'll make do, and we'll adjust, and we'll figure life out. You know what I mean? We're not going to slit our wrists just because there's no Search and Destroy in Call of Duty. But I think that's a real big mistake to take that game type out of it. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that everyone will just kind of migrate over? This is sexy. Watch this. This whole round is nuts. The nice little ace. You, ballistic knife you, and then come here, get in my kill feed. And then, as you can see right here, I get a UAV, and I immediately call it. And the reason why I immediately call it is because I know we're going to win this round. I know when you start around that beast and that insane, and there's an AFK guy, catch my tomahawk, bitch. I know when I have a good start like that, I'm just going to wipe out the whole team. Might as well get that UAV up in the air. Go ahead and get that counter UAV up and you bitch, sit down. Nice 13-3 on the Search and Destroy. Let me know in a comment below, what do you guys think? Do you think it's a good thing they're getting rid of Search and Destroy? Do you think that they're going to have it on day one? Do you think that Search and Rescue is going to just be the new Search and Destroy? Let me know. ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Peace and butt grease. Call of Duty Ghosts. What's up, guys? I'm ONLYUSEmeBLADE. I am the person that only knives people when he stabs him. A Call of Duty YouTube commentator. Bam, in your throat. What's up, guys? ONLYUSEmeBLADE. And this is my first Call of Duty Ghost public upload reveal. And I'm not going to complain about the game. The game's too new to even form an opinion. I'll wait till later on. But there's some red flags. Like that. Yeah. That's me starting a free-for-all. Not in the middle of the game. The game literally just started. From the get-go. I don't know. I don't want to complain. The reason why I always end up going to search into super fast mode, the reason why I always go to search and destroy is because for some reasons, like the whole concept of spawning in these Call of Duty games, sometimes it's just wacky. So, and especially in like the free-for-all Infinity Ward stuff. But whatever. I want to continue to play this game, kind of max it out, and get a flow for it. And I was really hating it. But there's a little thing called the Maniac Jumpsuit. And that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to focus on that positive, yo. The Maniac Jumpsuit, right? So what it is a 10-point streak. And I found actually that if you use SitRep, and not like SitRep Pro from Modern Warfare 3, but actually a thing called SitRep, which allows you to see all the SATCOMs littered all over the place. If you take those little boogers out, that's part of the point system. So, bam. Now, the way that the Maniac Jumpsuit works is this. Once you get 10 points, you have to throw down a care package. Sit down, buddy. You throw down a care package and you get it. And you have insane health, insane speed. You only have a combat knife and a throwing knife, which is just fine for me. That's all I really need. Even though I am using the tack knife. Oh, okay. So right here. You may be thinking, Blade, what are you doing? You're ruining my dreams. You're a rusher. You rush all the time. Why are you camping for that one kill? I'm not. I tell you, I'm not. You're a liar. What is going on is I use the perks Amplify and Dead Silence. Okay, in this little setup right here, I'm going to tell you the perks real quick, okay? I use Dead Silence to amplify the agility and the marathon. Now, the marathon's awesome because it's run forever. Now, and then I used to use SitRep. Then I use a throwing knife and then a tack knife. The tack knife I like a lot. Oh my god, the Maniac! Let's get it going! He's a Maniac! Maniac! Oh my god! I'm just getting excited. I'm sorry. I got a little excited because this, I was just pumped. When I was in LA and I played this game early, I got the Maniac Jumpsuit. I was pumped and I wanted to bring it to you guys. And I've already experienced this. And probably going to experience it a lot more. But now I get to bring it to you. Bam! Let's go! So as you can see, you kind of get like this little visor effect. And he's like, oh, that dude? You don't have a chance, buddy. Come here. Get the fuck off me. Fuck you. All right, so now we're just... Basically, when you get the Maniac suit, all rules go out the window. You literally just rush your ass off and try to find people. Now, I think that a Maniac in, like, Cranked or Kill Confirmed or something like that would be awesome. Maniac in Search and Destroy would be just sit the fuck down. Oh, look at that. I got a new field order. Get 6 melee attacks. I got the Maniac. Let's go. Let's do this. I love it. Sorry that I'm all pumped up, guys, man, but, like... Honestly, the Maniac kill streak kind of saved. So what are you doing over there, buddy? And then give me that. Come here. All right. The Maniac kill streak kind of saved it for me because it gives me something to work for. Why'd you put water in the game? It kind of gives me something to look forward to and a reason to put my streaks together. Because I got the UAV or the SATCOM. I'm sorry. Nothing else until the Maniac thing. But once you get the Maniac, I'm going ham. I had 0 kills before I started the streak, and by the end of this, I will be at 20, the big 2-0. So, Call of Duty Ghosts, day 1, ONLYUSEmeBLADE gets that 29th kill streak. Oh my god, he must be so good. Nope. That Maniac kill streak is insane. Would I say overpowered? No. And the reason why I don't say overpowered is because you got to get 10 knife kills before you get it. But if you were like a normal person and not whack, get the fuck off me! If you were a normal person and not like wacky in the head, you could probably use guns to get that Maniac kill streak and then go on this tear. So maybe that might be a little bit of an issue, a little bit of a problem. But let's talk about some like my first reactions to this game. Like, and I don't want to be negative, but my first reactions to this game is that it was made for dumpster babies. Like, it really was. I was just not. I don't know. But I know I'm knife only, so I have a skewed opinion of things. Like, I really loved Black Ops 2, and then for some reason, a lot of people didn't like Black Ops 2, but whatever. My opinion on it is that they need to, like, I don't think they're going to, but I think that the spawns need to get twerked a little bit. Sit down! And they're not going to change this. This is just part of the game, but, like, you die really fast. And when you have a game where you die so fast, it takes the whole gun skill out of it. And also, if you die that fast, then people aren't going to want to run around like a maniac like me. They're not going to want to take after me. They want to, oh my god, I finally died. So that's the 20 kill streak, and I thought, man, I just went on such a ham-tacular status amazing run in the Maniac that I got another Maniac. This is going to be the greatest video of all time. Charlie Bitcherfinger will be overtaken. But it wasn't. So apparently when you get the Maniac and you get kills with it, I'm not sure. Oh, the panic knife is back. The panic knife is back. I did not miss that one bit. Anyways, when you get the Maniac and you're killing with it, right, it doesn't like count towards your next streak. And I thought that would be sick, because then I would have 2 Maniacs and then the whole world would have exploded. Now, as far as there's 2 knives in the game, right? Fail. There is the tack knife, and then there is the combat knife. Now, the combat knife is better for just hit registration and like and lunge. There's a little bit of a lunge to it. But like, I just find that the whole process of get over here, let me man kiss you real quick, stab you in your soul, and then push you away. It's like, that's too much. There's too much going on in such a fast-paced sit-down, fast-paced game where the tack knife is just like, let me just take care of business and get done. It's kind of like when you watch a movie and the villain is like, I'm going to kill you, but I'm going to torture you first. The tack knife's just bang, bang, you're done. Get the fuck out of here, you know? That's what the tack knife is in this game. I actually like the tack knife better, but it is a little wanky sometimes on the hit registration, but for the most part, it's good. Now, I know that this may sound odd, but I actually did not win this game. I don't know how I didn't win this game. I had a Maniac 20 kill streak. It's just trying to find people. Guys, I'm going to go play some more Ghosts, and I'm going to get some different footage. Maybe some search and rescue. What are some game types? You guys want to see some search and rescue? Oh, and look at the spawns. Spawns, panic knifing. Spawns, panic knives, dogs. That damn dog is a fucking annoying. I don't like dogs now, in general. Call of Duty Ghosts, you ruined humanity, because you made people not like dogs anymore. Way to go, Infinity Ward, Mark Rubin. Ruined dog friendships. The game is about to wrap up. I tried to stay positive, guys. My initial first response to, when I spawned, but the spawns worked in my favor. The initial response is that this game is a big heaping pile of dog shit, pooped by those attack dogs that you can't kill. But I don't want to say that, so I'm not going to. I didn't mean that. I want to play this some more and get a better perspective on things. But for now, enjoy. Like it now. Like it. Or don't. I don't know. ONLYUSemeBLADE. Sleep deprived. Peace and butt grease. Mouse click. Tips and tricks, Call of Duty Ghosts. Let's get into this. When you have the combat knife, it takes a long time. Insanely long. Super excited long. So I'm going to give you a tip and trick on how to deal with that long length of time. You want to hit that joystick button and then go ahead and just put your joystick down. It's going to be a minute. So as you hit that, the whole animation sequence will start for you to lunge at your opponent and pull your knife out. Now, while this is going on, I like to go do little things. During this knife, I actually went and made some coffee. I like to get the clean hot water, pour it in there, brew it. It's going to be good. That tinny hose in your life, put it back, wipe down the counter, wait for it to brew. Around this time, you will actually have struck your knife into your opponent's back and you will start the push-off process. I like to use 2 sugars, a little bit of cream, and then get a spoon and stir that up. Tips and tricks. And then around this time, you will actually bring it back. Now, the knife animation is so long that a lot of times by the time you're done, you actually end up in a different match. Crazy. There's got to be a better way. I know. Well, every year, I tell you how to unlock the tactical knife on your pistols, which gives you a faster melee without shooting. So let's start a new squad member. It doesn't really matter which one we do. We're just going to clear all this stuff out. Now, there's a lot of things that kind of go in. It's very, very complicated on how to unlock this without firing, but I'm only using blade. I don't fire any bullets in order to get my tack knife. Now, you're going to have to do a couple things before you get this kind of going on. Get your screen to where it is right now. It doesn't matter which handgun you use. And what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go to my YouTube channel. Click on subscribe. This only works if you're subscribed to the #1 tips and tricks for knife Call of Duty Ghost channel on YouTube, which is ONLYUSEmeBLADE. And to really make sure it works, go ahead and give a like to several videos, like 20 or 30 or so. Then after that, in order to enter this in, you need a scuffed controller, discount code BLADE. So now that you have all that set up, you are able to unlock it. So you go there, you want to hit that A button. Go on there, go ahead and hit purchase, and bam! Oh my god, super excited. Holy shit. Yeah. Unlock tactical knife without shooting. This is a joke, guys. ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Peace of butt grease. If you are offended by this, then get a life. Love you. Bye. Only use me blade. What's up, guys? Only use me blade. Cranked. Some kid was yelling cranked every time he got a kill. I'm like, dude, relax, chillax. Isn't the mute system a little weird? I don't know. What's up, guys? Only use me blade, and I got some cranked gameplay, and I don't know. I think this should be like the standard. I remember some I don't know if I should make this the standard, but like anything that's not search and rescue, I think I owe it to you to bring you some Maniac gameplay. So this is another Maniac gameplay. If you guys don't know, Maniac is when you get 10 kills and then you throw it in a care package and then you grab it and then you run around like a maniac and stab people. Well, I run around like a maniac and stab people before. And also, can I say, just a thought out here, but I think the Maniac should only be for knifers. Because to like play with like rag guns and get a 10 kill streak, whatever, and then all of a sudden now you want to be only use me blade status? Now you want to run around knives? But again, I'm not telling people how to play the game. Catch that, throw knife, and then that fucking off the grid and takedown together are awesome. If you guys want to know my perks that I'm using for this, it's off the grid, takedown, and then amplify, agility, and marathon. That was a sexy little situation right there. Throwing knife and the what is that tack knife. If you guys don't know how to unlock the tack knife without shooting, you don't even have to shoot. You don't have to do anything. It's easy. Just buy it in the menu system. And thank you guys for the love and support on that video. I had fun making that. I was actually excited to make the video. Anyways, can I get the 2-piece? What if I had another person? I do. Yes. And I think it's about time for that Maniac. All right. So here's the issue with Cranked. Okay. And what it does is it literally takes the idea and it twists it around, okay? And I am not telling you how to play Cranked, and I am actually not wanting you to even know about this, but I'm only USEmeBLADE. I'm going to share this with you, and I'm going to tell you why it's a flawed game type, okay? First off, the timer, I think, should be longer or shorter based on the map, okay? If you're on a big-ass map and you got 30 seconds, if you don't see someone soon, you're fucked. And also, this is another thing that I think is a little silly. And I know this is going to sound weird, but like the idea behind Cranked, when you look at like the rule set or whatever, you go, okay, that's awesome. Sit down. That is awesome. But then after I get that sit down, some kind of Keem Strike, and then so Keem Strike and a Maniac, I would have dipped out too. If I'm in a lobby and the other team says, enemy has Maniac Juggernaut and enemy Keem Strike coming in, I'm like, deuces. See you later. Hopefully not. So the thing is, so the idea behind the Cranked game mode, right, where you move faster and, you run around. You ever feel that since everyone is running around, that we're kind of like in super fast mode, and we're just in this mode where we don't actually run into people because everyone's running around kind of in the same pattern. So that there's a tips and tricks. When you're doing your routes or whatever, just turn around, run the other way. Maybe you'll catch them the other way. And then also think about this: since everyone is running around, wouldn't it be more advantageous for you to sit there and wait? Because think about it, since everyone's running around, eventually someone's going to run past you. So this whole sit down, that dude sucked. This whole concept that Cranked makes people move is kind of stupid if you think about it. Now, I'm going to move regardless. I don't care. That's my thing. Call of Duty for me is meant super fast mode. It's meant to go super fast mode. It's meant to rush around. If everyone's running around, everyone's having a good time. You know what I mean? So that's just my personal opinion. People keep on telling me to do certain things or whatever, and just like, no, let me figure out the game. The game is good, I think. It is what we asked for. We wanted better hit detection. We've been asking for better hit detection. And as far as I can tell, the hit detection is on point, because motherfuckers be dropping me. Sit down. So, I mean, are there some issues with the game? Sure. But let's play it for a while. Instead of like coming to these quick judgments, let's play the game for a while and then form an opinion. Also, I'd like to say that I got my scuff and my monitor, and all of a sudden I like the game more. Fucking coincidence? I don't know. Sit down. ONLYUSemeBLADE with some Cranked gameplay. Peace and butt grease. Mouse click. Give me that like. Give me the like. Give me the like.
Friendly SATCOM active.
Only. I know you guys are lined up around the streets. You guys are camping out. You're like, man, I can't wait. It's Friday. I cannot wait to see a new ONLYUSemeBLADE video. And I feel bad because it's like, it's starting to become winter. It's cold, and you guys are sitting out there waiting for a new ONLYUSemeBLADE video. I get it. So, as a gift, what I'm doing is that not only is this a Maniac gameplay, it is a double Maniac gameplay. What? Crazy, I know. Guys, the game's been out for a little bit, and here's the thing. Even though I can form opinions, I'm a grown-ass man, I can form opinions, but because of how weird I am, I don't think that my opinions really allow me to come to conclusions. And the reason why I say that is because I'm a weirdo. I knife only, okay? So, like, a lot of the things that are actually positive about this game actually make it much harder for me to do my ninja ways, right? In a way, a giraffe is like a ninja. And in the way, I am like a giraffe. And the reason why I say that is because giraffes adapt. And that's what I have to do. I think the game is good. I'm just not good at it yet. And the reason why I'm a ninja giraffe is because giraffes would have died. They would have just died. But they adapted. The reason why giraffes have long necks is because if they didn't have long necks, they wouldn't be able to eat the leaves off the trees that started growing taller and taller. And sit down, you're not climbing up that ladder. So the giraffes had a choice. They go, okay, well, the leaves are up there and we can't reach them. We're either going to die or we're going to figure out a way to adapt. And that's what they did, and that's why giraffes are still around with their long necks, and they're adapting. And think about it, the giraffe never really had a natural enemy. You never see the giraffes, like, throwing up giraffe signs and beefing with people, have you? No. They don't really have a natural enemy. They just needed to adapt to this new world. Call of Duty Ghosts is a new world. You get killed so fast. And one of the reasons why you get killed so fast is because previously in Call of Duty games, when the retards played, then they would drool on the controller would like short circuit. But now with like scuff controllers, discount code Blade, and also the way the game's implemented, if drool hits the controller and soaks into the electronics, it recognizes that, and what it does is it compensates and allows these idiots to actually get kills in Call of Duty. I think it's good that they let bad players, or I don't want to say bad players, I want to say new players to the series, that allows them to get kills, because we need to give them a taste. We need to give them a taste of what it's like to go on a streak, and then once they go on a streak and once they go ham and feel invincible, then they're hooked. They are hooked for life. I went on a crazy streak back in Call of Duty 4 back in 2007, and I've been on the COD needle ever since. The perks that I like to use when I play the Call of Duty Ghosts Free-For-All is I like to use the speed perks, which is mobility, and it's like lightweight and marathon. So I use like the lightweight marathon, so I'm as fast as possible. Maniac, I got it. Now I just gotta find a place to call this bitch in. So I use the speed perk, so that's like foregone right there. And then I use Dead Silence and Amplify. And the reason being is because Dead Silence, so I don't make footsteps, and if people are using Amplify, it kind of nerfs it. Super fast, what? And then also, I use the Amplify so I can hear people. Still super fast mode, and the spawn's stuck in this game. Let me call this bitch in. I called it in, yay! So once those, I'm as fast as possible, and I can hear as great as possible. So mobility, sound. And then the other perk I use, it's a toss-up. I typically use the sit rep, which allows me to see equipment, because for some reason in this game, free-for-all, if you see a SATCOM on the ground, just go ahead and stab it. And I use my scuff controller with the paddle thing to hit crouch, and then I stab it, because apparently standing over it just doesn't work like that. Go fucking figure. I'm on my Maniac, but where are the people's at? Why do people just hide? Don't you know that I'm coming for you? They don't avoid the inevitable. That's what I get frustrated with. Like when I'm playing like Search and Rescue or whatever, if I'm playing any kind of game type and people play a certain way and they lose, I'm just like, come out and get smacked. You're gonna lose anyway. I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm just saying you're gonna lose regardless. So like, why waste people's time? Obviously you're not that good of a player. You do other stuff. So just come out and just get your shit wrecked, okay? Like rapists, they do this thing where if I ever got raped, you know what I would do? I would act like I got into it. And the reason being is because I think the rapist would not be turned on by, you go ahead and empty your clip. That's another thing. That's another thing I need to adapt to. I need to figure out how long, like if I see a person and I like juke off to the side, right? Normally in other games, I know how many bullets each of those SMGs or assault rifles have. So I can kind of time to make them get stuck in a reload, and then I like branch out and be like, shank, dead bitch. I don't know. The combat knife is great. The connectivity of it is really, really, really good. The lunge is good. But the problem is this whole process, like when you see it right here, get off me. Oh, and see, I probably would have died regardless, but the super fast one, the whole process of like stabbing and then pushing him off and then looking at him, making fun of him, pissing on him, like the whole process, while you're doing that, you end up getting murked. So go fucking figure. Like I said, I can't really come to a conclusion of the game because the game is still in that honeymoon stage. But when we talk about honeymoon stage, I'm not gonna lie. Originally, on the first night, I felt like it was like a blind date, like one of those arranged marriages, and I saw her and she had a unibrow and A-cups. Like that, to me, that's what this game was originally. It was just a girl with a unibrow and A-cups. And I was like, I don't want to marry you. I don't want to spend time with you. But I'm getting more used to it, and I'm trying to figure out a better way to approach the game. Obviously, the health is really, really low, but whatever. I know that eventually I will figure out, my game types that I like, and also the appropriate ways to play, like the appropriate ways to navigate the maps, how the spawn works. Go ahead and catch that bullseye. And I'll just kind of figure it out. I'm still playing with class setups, like what's best to use. You know what I actually thought was kind of interesting is there's this the hardwired perk or whatever it's called. When you use it, it uses not only friendly satcoms, but it uses enemy satcoms to combine. So I think like the only thing is like it's 3 points. So if you use that and off the grid, you never show up on the radar, and you'd pretty much have like a constant craziness UAV going on because it uses the enemy ones. So that's something good, but you have to waste 6 perks. That's what I kind of like about Call of Duty is that there's not one like god class that you can make in this game quite yet. We haven't quite figured that out yet. And if you do, don't tell anybody. Just go ahead and beast on it. I don't get that. Like, why would you, if you found something really, really awesome, why would you tell people about it? Because then everyone's going to do it and then it's not going to be awesome again, if that kind of makes sense. Oh, I did that because care package. Anybody that is from the Modern Warfare Deuce days kind of knows, sit down, kind of knows about that. That's that care package running around glitch. And finally I found a little window. Hopefully it doesn't get on that window pane. Let's wait for it. Maniac jumpsuit again. But obviously it's late in the game. Sit down. I only need one more kill. And let's find it. Let's find that victim. I wonder if I made anybody famous. I think the most famous person I've ever made famous was the person that I threw the through knife on, I think it was Derail on Modern Warfare 2 in Search when the guy was elevator glitching out of here. So, let me know. Guys, I am adjusting to Ghost. It's a good game, we're just not good at it yet. 30-7 double Maniac gameplay. If you guys could find it in the heart of hearts to, share it, like it, and I'm willing to talk to you, but only through Google+. Peace and butt grease. Mouse click. Only use me blade. And this is Team Deathmatch on the Strike Zone. This is Call of Duty, and this is fucking for real. This is serious. If I don't do well in a Call of Duty game, I'm gonna slit my wrists. The blood is gonna be on you, noob. Calm the fuck down. It's Call of Duty. My channel was founded on the casual player making fun of the people that take the game super serious, the super sweaty tryhards. And one of the great things about Call of Duty is that you can get kills on people that are the sweatiest of sweats. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can just allow their pants, their pantalones, to just soak up all the sweat that they pour, and you can still get a kill on them. What does that tell you? If I end up getting a kill on that dude, does that make me better than him? No. It's Call of Duty. It's random as fuck. You know? Call of Duty, Infinity War Trek, whatever games, even though, like, they've been going this trend that I've never liked. They've been going this trend where they say they want to make it super competitive, and it's a sport. It's not a fucking sport. But they think that it's a sport, and that they're cyber athletes, and that the reason why they got a kill was because they outthunk them or whatever. No, it's fucking Call of Duty. It's random as shit. Once you get killed, you respawn, and then you go and you stab some more people, and then sometimes you just get lucky, and, I hate to say it, man, but, like, it's not that serious. It really isn't that serious. You need to, when I'm saying you, I'm just saying anybody that takes the game super serious, and I take it seriously when I play in the moment. It's kind of like a basketball game. Like, if you go play a pickup basketball game, you're going to be, D'ing up, and you're going to be doing all this stuff, but, like, later on, you're not going to be reciting the stats from that game. Or, like, if you come onto a court, they're not going to be like, oh, really? Your points given to points taken ratio is negative, bro. Haha. It's like, what? Think about that. Even in the NBA, right? Imagine if they took this stat, right? They took how many points you score versus how many points allowed. Points, PS, points scored, PA. PS, PA. Points scored, points allowed. That's what they should call it, right? They don't even keep track of that. And that's essentially what your KD is. But you keep track of KD it's ridiculous, guys. And that's the whole basis, is to make fun of people that take it super seriously. And just to kind of be like, come on, bro, you really? Like, look at this. I got a fucking chem strike out of a care package. How can you take that seriously? How can you legitimately take that seriously? And another life tip I want to give you. I know I'm not exactly the best person to give life tip advice. Sit down. But, like, enjoy the game. So, like, understand that it's a game. It's Call of Duty. It's random as fuck. It's going to be even more random than the previous game, okay? You die to getting sneezed on in this game. So, like, I don't understand why people take the game so super seriously when the game doesn't even take itself seriously. Does that make sense? That's like a professor trying to date, like, a 17-year-old dumb slut, like a bimbo. Like, she's not going to fucking get it. You're overanalyzing, you're overthinking it. It's a fucking game. Just play it. And if you were just play it and not care, like, that's my thing. I want everyone to just play it and not give a shit. I'm not gonna lie though. When situations like this come up, I get a little crazy. I'm just like, oh shit. That's one of those things as a knifer that you kind of have to approach differently than a shooter. You can't just spray them down. You have to kind of pick and choose who you want to go after. And the chem strike obviously is random, and it made my point that this game is just random as shit. To not take it too seriously, just to play it and enjoy it. Also, realize that you only get to enjoy it in this lifetime, if that makes sense. Like, don't put off enjoying it. Enjoy it now. Like, right here, I got the Maniac, and I called it in, but I didn't even get to enjoy it because I got the Maniac too late. Think what I'm saying? I'm not even going to go for Maniacs and Search and Destroy. You know why? Because if I get a Maniac and Search and Destroy, how am I going to be able to use it? Right? Don't get to use the Maniac, but that was a fast-paced team deathmatch, and it showcased that it's just a game. It's a console game. It's not that serious. We're not at some MLG event here, guys. We're playing online pubs. We're having a good time. So, public service announcement from ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Just enjoy yourself. And if you don't, then mute yourself when you see me. Remember, you can only talk to me if you have Google+. I'm sorry. It's new policies. Peace and buckers. What's up, guys? ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Before we get into the video, I got to tell you about Fullscreen. Fullscreen is the network that I'm with. And not only the network I'm with, they give me awesome opportunities each month to make a little bit of extra YouTube money by doing video intros kind of like this. There's no ads in the video. I am the ad. So in the description below, if you have a channel that you're looking to get partnered, go ahead and click on the link and join the Fullscreen family. So now, on to my video. Only camp for me, Maniac! This is a very controversial subject, and I apologize if your feelings get hurt. Just kidding. It's not that serious of a topic, but it is something that I've noticed primarily through editing this video, when I was editing the video. Now, my whole take on Call of Duty is I like to rush. I like to just run around like a fucking crazy man, and that's why I like the Maniac so much, is because when you get it, you just book around, and it's fun times, right? And like when I start the game off, I like to run to the middle and see if I can just get like a little peace treaty. I try to get the peace treaty where I run in the middle and give them a hug, and they never want to hug it out, and so then they kill me, and then I'm like, okay, it's fucking on. I gotta get my ninja on. I'm gonna kill you. Fucking die. So when I play Call of Duty, obviously I run around and I only knife people when I stab them. That's been established. And a lot of it is UAV pimpage or SATCOM pimpage. Like I get behind them, you sit down. Those 3 kills were brought to you by the takedown perk. And that 4th one was a freebie. Anyways, when I'm playing, I like to rush around. When I'm on my low level of the super fast mode, when I'm on my low level of my kills, as far as that score streak totem pole to reach to the top, which is the Maniac, I run around. I just rush. And if I die, I don't care. I just respawn and just keep on going, right? But you reach a point as you're climbing up that score streak totem pole. And it's a tall totem pole because I go from SATCOM to Maniac and I only knife. So as I'm reaching up that totem pole, I start to play, the higher I get, the more defensive I play. Now right here, because of how much I run around, that little segment right there felt like half an hour. Super fast mode! Like there's just like this urge that I've instilled in me. It's a bad habit. It's kind of like the habit of reloading your gun after every kill if you use guns. Noob. But like I have this really, really bad habit where I feel like I constantly have to be moving. I constantly have to be putting pressure on the enemy team. And in all actuality, me camping it out for a second, like right now I think I'm like 2 away from the Maniac, it actually makes sense to just kind of just camp. I know you guys like unsub. Like this whole sequence right here of me kind of laying down. Partly I got a tweet. That was part of my excuse, and also it's just like why rush like crazy when you're that high in the totem pole? Why not play it intelligently? It actually is more intelligent to camp. And I'm not gonna like camp for a satcom. Super fast, what up? I'm not gonna like camp for a satcom or something like that. But if I'm like, look how close I am to my Maniac. Look how special. Think about how special a Maniac would be in my hands as I run around and just stab all these noobs. Sit down! Now I got the Maniac. Now we can go full tilt. So, and then also, why is it that when you get your high kill streak like that, you typically just die like right out the get-go? Like, bam, right there. I've never gotten a Moab or a nuke, but I've watched so many people when they get their Moab streaks that they die like on 26. They always seem to die right after they get their Moab. Maybe it's them letting their pressure down. Going for these streaks is stressful, but obviously the reward is high. And so I don't really have an issue if you kind of super fast if you kind of play a little bit more intelligently instead of just like a fucking nut job running around stabbing people. That's why I like the Maniac, because it allows me to run around and stab people. Now, it's more super fast Now, I kind of want to also talk about, and I want to hear your guys' and gals, ladies, I love you too. I want to hear your feelings on the whole aspect of people quitting, and also if people quit, I know this might not be popular, but if people quit, it's kind of your fault. Okay? Yes, there are insane streaks in this game. Yes, there are ways you can play or whatever. But, like, don't you want to have noobs to slay? Don't you want? I always say this when I'm in parties. Obviously, what I tell them isn't, like, like the rules you have to follow if you play with Blade. I'm not saying that. But I just ask nicely, I'm like, please don't run any super high streaks. Because what happens is once you guys get those super high streaks, then the people just leave. And then we don't have anybody to stab. And I like stabbing people. So I'm taking kind of a different approach. Once I get the Maniac, I start running around. I notice people leave, whatever. Hopefully they'll just stay and they won't understand what's about to cometh on themeth. But if you also, if for some reason in Ghost, I find that when people back out, they don't fill the lobbies back up. What's up with that? Man, fuck that. Old 90s reference. ONLYUSEmeBLADE, a little 16-2 on the kill confirmed with that Maniac. Camping for it. If you guys can give me them thumbs, let me get that like, yo. Or not, I don't know. I love you. Peace and butt grease. Mouse click. Sunday chill commentary, even though it is probably Monday for you. So I didn't do a Sunday chill commentary this week because I was in this mode where I was like, I got the little Ghost video out, and then I was going to play a little bit of Ghost and go to sleep, and then just get back on that Ghost grind tomorrow and bring you guys Ghost Call of Duty gameplay. And I just wasn't in that chill mode, and I didn't think that pumping out a Sunday chill commentary would really be fair to you guys. So, like you guys may know, you guys have been subscribed to my channel, Sunday chill commentary is meant to be chill, meant to not talk about the gameplay. This is old GTA gameplay, and it's a long-winded mission that I did solo by myself, and I find that I'm better solo. And the whole being in love thing, or being infatuated with somebody, or attacking this cold, cruel world with a lady by your side, it can be kind of a crazy thing. And I'm in this mode right now where I've been talking to a girl, and it's getting pretty serious. We actually only talk through eBay messaging. I'm just kidding. I was talking to her, and we were, just saying little corny things that people that are infatuated with each other say to each other, and playing like little songs. I know this sounds super gay or whatever, but playing like little songs back and forth, like sending them like links to different songs on YouTube. And I came to the realization that breakup songs and songs when you are out of that love phase are fucking way better than songs of when you're in that love phase. Does that make sense? And like, I'll give you a good example. Like, there's this like Manny Rivington song, "Loving you is easy 'cause you're beautiful." La 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 la. Like that shit, right? That's all fine and dandy, and there's lots of like really good love songs, you know. But like, I was like, you know what? These songs are great and everything, and I think at the time, here's the thing. So love is a drug, okay? Love is definitely a drug. No other thing, okay, like I can equate it to like alcohol or whatever, or anything that gives you a euphoric feeling. Love will make you do things that are stupid, that you know this isn't what like a normal, well-adjusted, sensible person would do, but you're just like, nope, but I'm in love, so we're just gonna do this. And it's really interesting because there's two types of love. There's loves that you feel for someone, and then there's like a more solid, permanent love that you have for family members and like close friends. You know what I mean? And I think that a lot of times people make this mistake of they fall in love with their friends. And that's actually a bad thing because like one issue with falling in love with somebody is that you're gonna eventually fall out of love with them in like a real world setting. You're eventually gonna fall out of love with them. And I know this sounds weird, but like, I think that there's more feeling, there's more emotion, there's more everything that goes into, and there's more of a self-realization that you go through once you're out of that mode, once you're past the everything feels special about you. I just love how your boobs jiggle when you laugh. like once you get past that part, and then like you're in the thick of it, and then once you're in the thick of it, it is what it is. But then like the breakup part of it makes you feel more than you did when you were in the love part of it. And I think that's why that breakup songs, to me, is way better music than the, oh my god, butterflies, I love you, and all that fucking gay shit, right? So, think about it. Like, love kind of makes you numb, you know what I mean? It kind of makes you kind of feel like, oh, I'm floating, this is so great. But I think like the hangover of it is better. Which is fucked up because I was talking to this girl that I'm currently in that like lovey-dovey mode with, you know, and I was thinking like, fuck, the breakup's gonna be awesome, and I know that sounds shitty, I know that sounds horrible, and I hope that she does not listen to this because she's gonna think that I'm like thinking it's gonna be doomed or some shit like that. No, that's not the case at all. That's not the case at all. It's that. Here's the thing. If you've gone through any kind of emotions, right? If you've been in love before, if you've gone through a bad breakup or whatever, you have to just realize that that's life. Like, whatever, just the idea that you went on the ride gives you experience, if that kind of makes sense, okay? And what I mean by that is that I know, like, I'm not stupid, okay? So, like, if I'm starting to really, really like a female or whatever, and then she likes me, and we're going on that voyage, it's pretty much both of us saying, hey, let's be stupid. You want to be stupid together? Let's be really dumb and do something that theoretically shouldn't really make sense. But like, if I don't make sense, you don't make sense together, we can not make sense together, but then we could tell each other that shit makes sense, and then we can live in denial. And then if everything goes really, really well, then the breakup is going to be amazing. Think about it. The breakup, okay, to my viewers, okay, think about the person that you've been in love with, right? It's like a plane, right? It's like there's that initial takeoff sequence, and then there's the whole flying thing, and then there's the descending. But the thing is that when you take a plane ride, once you're done with the plane ride, you're at a different place, okay? So, like, good example. Let's say I took a plane ride from fucking Seattle to Buffalo, right? There might be that whole thing of, okay, I'm leaving Seattle, and I'm like, I'm about to go to Buffalo. This is amazing. This is a new experience. And then the flying thing is the experience. And then the landing is like, holy shit, I'm in fucking Buffalo. But now I'm in Buffalo. And it's shitty, but I'm in a new place. So really, if you think about it like a relationship, a physical, sexual, emotional, whatever you want to call it, relationship with the opposite sex, or the same sex if you're a fag. I'm sorry, fags, if I offended you. If it gets to that level, by the end of it, you're in a new place. And so, even though the plane ride is only 6 hours, that who knows how long you're going to be in that place. So really, if you use that kind of metaphor, a relationship is the googly, stupid shit in the beginning, and then the flight, whatever happens in the flight, what happens in the flight, and then the breakup is the landing, and then now you're in a new place. So in a way, you use that person to go on a further voyage of your life, if that kind of makes sense. And what I mean, what I talked about earlier with breakup songs are way better than the I'm in love with you songs, is because they are, okay? I'll give you a good example. You guys ever seen there's a movie called 500 Days of Summer, right? I love that movie. And during that movie, after he finally gets some ass, he's like fucking just on top of the world. There's just like little montage of him like walking to work, and he's like high-fiving the mailman and shit like that. I'm going to link it to you in the description. Bam, that's going to be the first one. And I understand that. I understand the whole premise of love will make you feel crazy, but it's the same thing of like, okay, if I take a Jaeger bomb, if I smoke a blunt, if I do these drugs, whatever, I'm not really a hardcore drug doer, but if I do these things, that they're going to chemically alter me. And love, or being infatuated, or whatever you want to call it, will make you feel like you're high. And I totally get that. I totally understand the whole love thing. But eventually, that drug wears off. And it just, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I've never experienced like, I have experienced true love before. But at the same time, I'm also like a realist and I live in this world. And love isn't forever. And especially if the breakup and the fucking finalization of that person is dead to you lasts way longer than the relationship lasted. Does that make sense? And that's what would suck. Okay, remember I've talked about this before. The things that I fear in this life is death, because I don't know anything about it, and having a child with a woman that I don't love, that I'm not with, that I can't stand. Like, I can't stand her. Because everyone that I've ever like been in like a relationship with, afterwards, we're not really like cool anymore. Like, she's not like a fucking a member of the cast of the people that I call life, and I'm not in her fucking life movie either. And I've never had a relationship end badly, but I'm just saying, like, it's always been like, okay, you go your way, I go my way, keep it civil. You're like, that's it, that's done. But we're not checking up on each other to see how the fuck we're doing. You know what I mean? And so this idea that if I were to somehow have a child, if I were to have my seed be from a mother who I don't want in my life, like, I don't get to make that call, but that's the mother of my kid, fuck that. Fuck that. Because that's the beautiful part about a breakup or an end. Oh, that's the beautiful part about it, man. It's just that it ends. It's done. You know? And the breakup, the feelings or the segments or the montages or whatever you want to call it of the breakup is way, I think that you feel way more feelings during that, because it's not only is it sobering feeling instead of like that initial time when it's not. It's more like a giddy, surreal feeling. You know what I mean? And I don't know. And it's fucked up to say, man. It's a fucked up thing to say when you're talking to a female. Like, and I love all the good feelings in the beginning. I love all the good feelings. The wanting to fuck like 5 times a day feeling. The I want to wake up and make sure that she's happy feeling. All that shit. That shit's all good and dandy, okay? But I'm a realist, okay? I'm a realist. I know that fucking, unicorns don't fucking walk on by and carry baskets of chocolates to my lover. I know. I'm a realist. I could be romantic as fuck. I know it sounds funny to say being romantic as fuck, and I get that, but I'm also understand that I know that the ending, for me at least, has more profound feelings than the beginning. And also, for some reason, women. This is more to women. Women tend to think that the beginning part is just so magical and that's just how it's gonna be forever and it's great. And it's like I understand that it's gonna be great and I'll enjoy the fucking ride. I will enjoy the fuck out of the ride. I promise you, I will enjoy it. But also at the same time, I realize that the fucking ending, even though a lot of people think it's gonna suck, I know the ending is gonna make me a more profound version of myself. Does that make sense? So even though I'm not even at that stage, I'm sitting there, I'm talking to her, and we're shooting back fucking like love fucking music or whatever. And for whatever reason, I thought of Love Don't Love Don't Live Here Anymore, which is like a great fucking breakup song. Or Angie Stone's I Wish I Didn't Love You Anymore. It's better music. It's better fucking music, you know? And I don't know. Is that bad though? Because it's like I don't want to like act like it's jinxing the relationship, but like I think that most people don't look at relationships like that, which is stupid. Think about that. If you get in a relationship with somebody, you act as if it's fucking forever. You know, like people tend to be like, this is the one, this is so special, as forever, and like maybe it's just me being jaded or whatever, or maybe I just haven't found the right female or whatever. But like, I'm totally cool with the idea of being just head over heels in love with somebody. And then I'm totally cool with absolutely despising her later on and being like, okay, you're kicked out of my movie of life, if that makes sense. Isn't that crazy though? And also think about it though, like why it's not, a lot of people will take this the wrong way. And also on that whole note, I'm off Twitter for like a week because most of you guys are just chilling, cool, man. But like that 1% of you guys that are fucking stupid, you ruin it for everybody else. And so I'm just off Twitter. So if I don't respond to you on Twitter, that's why. Let's get back into this. If you jump out of a plane and you're in that free fall, you know, that's an amazing feeling. But to think that once you are falling, that feeling is going to be forever, why would you want to fall forever? Why would you want to be in love forever? You know what I mean? Jim Jeffries, who is a comedian, he talked about that. He's like, that would suck. He's like, heaven would suck because it would be great for the longest, and then you'd get complacent and bored. Okay? Over time, you start to not like people. Over time. And the only real things that allow you to continue that, to continue to like or love that person is if they're related. Or if you've started a relationship because you had a kid. Think about that. Which is crazy, which kind of taps into that one fear that I was talking about having a kid with a bitch. I'm sorry, not a bitch, but having a kid with a woman that I don't love, if that kind of makes sense. But why do we dive into this stuff though? Why, like, and the thing is, a lot of people be like, oh, you don't believe in love, you're not a romantic. No, that's not the case at all. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying I'm a realist. I understand these feelings are fucking amazing, and it's a drug that you can't buy in a store, and I totally get it, okay? But at the same time, I'm also aware of how it pans out. I'm aware of how things work out. And the thing is that It's okay. All stories have been told, and I know everyone hates to hear that. Everyone thinks that their own little snowflake or whatever. But like, all stories have been told before. We may have different characters. We may have different ways we got from point A to point B. But in the end, all stories have been told. So I mix between being the hopeless romantic to say, everything's great. But in the end, it's just we die. And that's it. And it's shitty to come to that conclusion. I think that while you're on that ride, fucking do it up. Because when you're done, you're done. You know what I mean? There's no magical fucking huge F-cup girls pouring Jaeger down your throat and rolling you joints and doing that forever. It's just not how it works, man. I'm not saying don't enjoy it, though, while you can. ONLYUSemeBLADE. Sunday show commentary. Probably on Monday. Peace and butt grease. You'll hear the mouse click. Only like to play Search and Destroy. This is Search and Rescue. I was excited because it is a new version of Search and Destroy, and I took a lot of time in order to get what I think is a good quality gameplay, a high scoring, lots of stabs, maybe a clutch situation gameplay for my first Search and Rescue footage on the ONLYUSemeBLADE channel. Guys, I love this time of the year because there's all kinds of new stuff with the Call of Duties. I'm just going to be completely honest, I don't really dig Search and Rescue, and I'm going to give you some reasons why I don't particularly care for it. Now, before you say anything, a lot of people are going to make comments. Actually, with the Google minus whatever system, like the comment, I'm sorry that you have to, in order to make a comment for your voice to be heard on a YouTube video now, that you have to use Google Plus. But I think if you just like link it, then that's it. And I don't know. I'm sorry, I didn't make the rules. That's just how Google is. But Before you go, but Blade, they're going to bring back Search and Destroy. I understand the community managers were aware of a lot of people saying that they don't particularly care for Search and Rescue, and they're actually going to bring back the game type Search and Destroy rather shortly. So that's all good and dandy. I'll go back to playing Search and Destroy, and I'll just leave the Search and Rescue. Maybe later on I'll go into it. What do you guys think? Do you guys, when they bring in Search and Destroy, do you think that the Search and Destroy community is such an old-fashioned, tight-knit group that everyone's just going to move over? And the Search and Rescue playlist is going to be kind of a ghost town of sorts? Or do you think that if you're a Search player, what do you think of the Search and Rescue game mode? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? What are the reasons why you don't like it? A lot of times people say, well, I like it because I can get revived, but I don't like it because enemies can get revived as well, and I get that. Okay. So I'm going to take you through a typical Search and Destroy round. Okay? This is Search and Destroy, not Search and Rescue. And then I'm going to tell you why adding the element of the tags completely flips that. It makes it more complex and makes it more intriguing on paper. But I don't think it actually is executed well. So, a Search and Destroy game, as you can see, each round, typically, I'm a rusher. I like to rush, right? So at the beginning of a Search and Destroy game, people just rush. They run their routes, they rush, whatever. And then a lot of times people meet in the middle, they flank, do whatever, get to a point. They might kill someone, but because that person died, the other, their teammate kills them or whatever. So you have this craziness for the first 10, 15 seconds, depending on how large the map is, right? You have this craziness that happens at the beginning of a Search and Destroy round. And then once that craziness ends, once the dust settles, once all that happens, right? Most Search and Destroy players, I hate to speak for everybody, but most Search and Destroy players, at least good ones, will pull up the scoreboard. And what they'll do is they'll look and they'll see what are the numbers? What is the situation? Because Search is all about situations, okay? And so you'll look at it and you'll go, hey, we have 3 people alive versus 2 people alive. So now we have a +1 advantage over the enemy team, okay? The idea is if if someone gets killed, we know their position of where they got killed, and then we can act accordingly because of that. And if you think of the foundation of a team as like each player is legs, if you're able to take out a couple legs of a table, you put pressure on the other ones, and eventually the table collapses, and pretty soon all the legs are gone, and then you win the round because you've destroyed everybody. And the aspect of the only thing that can really change that, the only thing that can that allows you to not just make it a camp fest, is the fact that there is an objective, which is the bomb. You have 2 different bomb sites, you have a briefcase, and the beautiful part about the bomb and the planning of the bomb is that if you have numbers, like let's say you have numbers on someone, like let's say there's 3 of you versus 2 or whatever, and you plant the bomb. Well, instead of you being on the offense, obviously it's a lot better to be on defense. Any kind of Call of Duty situation, because you die so quickly, it's better to be on the defense, right? So when you're on the offense with the bomb and you pull off a successful plant, then you turn it into, now you're on the defensive mode. And that's how you're able to change it out. That's why it's not just a camp fest team deathmatch. That's the beauty of it, right? So there's a science. It's complex. It's been that way for the longest. I believe that it first started in Counter-Strike. And it's been, for me, I've been playing Search and Destroy in every Call of Duty since Call of Duty 4. Search and Destroy isn't for everyone, but like it really does get you hooked. Search and Destroy is a great game mode. Now, one aspect, and I'll show you right here, where it makes it less serious and it makes me giggle, and this is my own personal problem, is the situation that's coming up right about now, right? And I get revived. I'm not used to getting revived in Search and Destroy. Search and Destroy, to me at least, is a great mode because there is no respawning. Your life means a lot more. So the ability to get revived, now you're getting revived and you have to reassess those numbers again. And not only do you have to reassess those numbers, you need to also equate the tags that are out there, whether they're friendlies or enemies, or you basically, not only do you have to compute everything that's kind of going on, you do this in milliseconds while you're playing the game, but it makes it more and more complex. And the mere fact that, imagine putting pressure on a table, like the table analogy with the legs, but then all of a sudden they're able to put legs back on. And you're like, wait a second, what? And whenever I get revived, I feel like that was a fail. I feel like Vince Vaughn from Dodgeball. That's what I feel like whenever I get revived in Search and Rescue. And give it some time, but there's going to be, people are going to figure out in Search and Rescue where the respawn points are at. Okay? They're going to figure out where the respawn points are at and cover it by that. I guarantee you there's going to be a tactic that people use where they put an IUD or something, a claymore, I don't know what the hell it's called, but they put something on the ground in the respawn spot and then cover it. As soon as you kill someone, you know where to go in order to kill the person again when they're in like this respawn mode or whatever. I guarantee you that will happen. Now, all that being said, you may be going, Blade, you knife only, it doesn't matter if you stab someone, you get their tags. I get that, I understand that, but like, we don't need to make Search and Destroy, we don't need to add another element to Search and Destroy, okay? That's like adding a 4-point shot in basketball. And it's just like, basketball's a great sport. Why do we need to mess with it? I know they're bringing Search and Destroy back. I will be playing Search and Destroy because I happen to like it better. And also, one of the things that really kills it for me is when the people that make it a game of just camping the tags. I understand that's a tactic, but like, also the snipers. When the snipers are in the back of their spawn spinning around waiting for you to come by and you kill them, the other person's just going to revive their tag, and it's like, you can't really beat that. So, tons of super fast mode because this was like a 17-minute game. 12-3, most people quit out. ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Peace and butt grease. Mouse click. What happens if a dude only has a knife in Call of Duty? You have ONLYUSEmeBLADE, a person that only stabs people when he knifes them. I run a YouTube gaming channel, one of the original Call of Duty commentators.
I run around, I make people sit down in Call of Duty. Every Sunday I do a Sunday Chill Commentary where we relax. I play a variety of other games. Definitely, if you haven't already, check out my channel, ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Peace and butt grease. Shaboom. So, I got the Maniac. I've been getting the Maniac a lot. And I kind of wanted to do a video about health and what kills the Maniac and how many bullets does it take. And right here, I got stuck with the Semtex and live. That's what kind of started this whole thing. So me and that guy who camps went to a private match and we tested out some things about the Maniac and its health. Here you go. So in a private match, I got a whole bunch of people to get the Jug Maniac suit to run some tests. Let's first look at how many knives it takes to kill him. We're going to try which is the regular combat knife. It takes 1, a 2, a 3, and 4, and 5th time's a charm. So 5 combat knives. Let's try it with the tack knife. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tack knives, so no difference between the two. So now let's 2 throwing knives. For some reason, he like just sponged them up. I'm like, what the hell? I didn't know what to do, so I had one of them kill me, and then I came back. So we're super fast moding this part. Sorry about that. Go ahead and kill me. Here we go. I'm coming back. Coming back strong. So I've already thrown 2 into him. Another one, and then a 4th one. So 4 throwing knives versus 5 just regular knives. And now some jug on jug action. Sounds sexual. Just go ahead. Hey, you. Go ahead and stab him. See how many times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 jug knives. Bam. So I just pulled the regular Maniac and then had that guy who camps shoot me with an unsilenced AA-12 point blank range. Super fast mode, Michael J. Fox mode. And it took 34 bullets to take the Maniac down. So now, let's try it with the ballistic vest. So I'm going to throw down a ballistic vest. I'm going to equip it. And I'm going to equip the Maniac. So ballistic vest first, then Maniac. That guy who camps, he shoots me until I die. And obviously we're going to go into super fast mode. And it takes 34 bullets as well. So ballistic vest before the jug suit doesn't have any kind of effect. Now what we're going to try to do is we are going to get the jug suit. We're going to retrieve it. And then we're going to try to get the ballistic vest, but you cannot equip a ballistic vest while you're in the jug suit. Now we are going to do a thing where he throws a care package down. And the care package does not, watch for it, it hits me right on the head, and it doesn't kill me, and he's going to do the same thing. We're going to super fast mode, and it takes 34 bullets again, so you are immune to that. Now we're going to try it with the puppies. So now we got the Jugger's Not suit on, and the puppy bites me 4 times. So 4 bites from the puppy in a jug suit. Bam, that kills you. And last but not least, they call in a chem strike because we're on this level, and that's what you do on this level. And let's see, with the jug suit, can you survive a chem strike? And that is a negative Ghost Rider. So there you go, Maniac, jug suit, health situations, ONLYUSEmeBLADE, peace, and butt grease. Fucking search and rescue on the Stonehaven? Are you serious?
I sniped the whole match and I did better than him. I feel like that. Oh, you sniped my. Oh my god! Oh my! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh! You bet it's fake.
Is that actually him?
Yeah, it's actually him.
Is it really?
Holy shit.
No, it's not. He's got a hacked gamer tag. Oh wait, no, never mind.
That's not him though.
Yeah, it is.
He normally he normally has his friends list open. It's not open.
No.
What are they talking
That's
about?
only
Yeah.
I don't have my mic in, so this is funny that viewers, whatever you want to call it.
I was in that
He's hacked and
He's not hacked. No, I just checked out his free profile.
If you spaz out when you talk to me, it's I'm just
he doesn't even have a.
seriously though, like when
Something.
people
Like it.
come crazy like this, I'm just like,
Only use my blade. It's only use me blade swag.
let's get their reactions. I want to take this time to be like, when I play Call of Duty, I like to chill, I like to concentrate, and so like when people just like yell and scream when I get in the lobby, it like turns me off. It's just like, dude, I just want to like, you should know that by my demeanor, that I just want to like fucking relax. So, and then if you just immediately go, it's not him, and call me a bitch and all that stuff, I'm definitely not putting my mic in. I apologize.
This kid is hacking. The head guy is hacking. These kids are hacking. They have dual guns.
Oh, take that,
We can
Twist!
still win this.
Isaac, you're hacking.
Damn,
They have
he's
dual
got
guns.
6.
I saw
Yeah,
it.
no.
Hacked.
Only use me blade. If you were real, I'd be so happy.
Okay, at the end of the next round, I will put my mic in. I will put my mic in, and then it'll show you why I have an issue with putting my mic in when people freak out when they see me. And this isn't that I don't like you guys. I love you guys, but just like I don't like to be treated like I'm like somebody special, you know?
Friendly SATCOM active.
You're bad. You're just a goddamn terrible.
Hello?
Oh my god.
Surge and rescue.
That's why I try not to keep my mic in. Mic out. So ridiculous. Let's get some killage. Only use me blade. These are clips from, majority of them are from Free For All. I think there's a couple domination clips or some kill confirmed or cranked or whatever. But basically these are clips showcasing some of the mishaps that is Call of Duty Ghost spawning system. Where you respawn, who you respawn behind. Right there, I just died twice in the same kill cam, if that kind of makes sense. I don't know how to fix it. That's not my thing. I don't know how to make video games. I just know how to play them and enjoy them. And for the most part, I like this game. I think that the health's too low, but that's just a personal preference. Don't want to be negative. But Tina, what's up? Like the spawns are really wanky, so I figured that I would like make this video, showcase some of the comedy that is the Call of Duty Ghost spawns, give you actual examples, and then give it to you, and you take it back to your people. And you're probably already aware that, you know, the spawns are weird, and I know that you probably get like death threats because of it, and it's not that serious. I don't want to send you death threats. I just want to say, hey, here's some video facts about my online experience, and even though I actually do like the game, I think that stuff like this shouldn't happen. If I made the game, I would make it so that, you know, you don't spawn in the line of sights of other people. You basically spawn as far away as possible from someone. So, like, if on this map, if you're playing free for all, 7 other people, you have all these spawn points, and then whenever you hit the respawn button, it would go to whatever the furthest most point is away from people. And I understand that we're probably going to abuse it, but I don't think like something like this, where I spawn and a dude's waiting for me, I don't think that should happen. That's just my personal opinion. I could be wrong. So guys, if you like this video and you're on Twitter, it'll go to Tina to make sure that she sees it. And also it helps me out too. ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Peace and butt grease. Stat and same kill cam. Mouse click. Bye. What's up, guys? ONLYUSEmeBLADE, and this is literally a knife tip video. And I know you're probably saying, what the hell, Blade? Knife tips? Just hit that button. That's all you need to do. Nope. Here's the thing. So in Call of Duty Ghost, one complaint or one problem is you die so fast, and also the knife animation, whether you're going knifing only or if you're just a run and gunner, the knife animation, it takes a long, long time. So a person on Twitter sent me a link to a video that pretty much explained, it's not really a glitch, it's more just like a hiccup, I don't know what to call it, but or an exploit or whatever. But you can use this if you're knifing only or if you're running and gunning. Pretty much as soon as you knife someone, go prone at the same time. And so you kind of do like this little like crouch knife thing. You can also do it while you're jumping, but pretty much just change your elevation level of whatever you're at. You can jump, you can crouch, you can slide or whatever. And when you do that, you don't have to go through that whole long knifing animation. This is me doing it in a free-for-all match, and I go on not a great streak, but it's a perfect amount of stabbage. As you can see right there, sometimes it's just a swipe, and then sometimes it's like this, there's a small pause, but it's definitely a whole lot better than the long animation. Like see right there, like that one didn't really work. But, so if you're running and gunning or whatever, just prone and knife at the same time. You may be going, well, how do you do that? It's because it's kind of like you're drop knifing or whatever. I use a scuff, so I just use the paddles on the back, and then I play on default. ONLYUSEmeBLADE, peace and butt grease.
Losing Bravo. Care package ready for direction. Mark the DZ. Friendly chem strike incoming. Securing Charlie. SATCOM ready. C secure. Friendly SATCOM active. SATCOM uplink enabled.
Epic slow-mo for most skillful team strike ever. Ever. Only. What's up, guys? I thought about putting some crazy color correction, tilting, dubstep, bass drop, going in for the kill type of editing for that amazing AFK knife in the back streak that I got in order to get that chem strike. Can we all agree the chem or chem strike is a little stupid? Like the ability to get like a little pocket nuke, I just think that's a little silly. But I'm gonna call them bitches in though. What do you think I should use? I'm gonna tell you what I use. I use my knife. But what do you guys think I should use? What I do is I run the SATCOM and the Maniac jug suit, and that's it. Because nothing else really like follows my little weird guidelines of, knife it only. What do you guys think I should use? Could I use is there something I could use? What is that one thing? There's like the thing where that's a really, really high score streak, but it's like the support streak. And you get to shoot down on people, but then after a minute, it just drops care packages for you. And here's my take on the whole care package things. And this is the little deal that I have set up with people. I have no problem. Let me get your jug. Let me get your jug Maniac suit, bro. And most people that I play with are like, are you serious, dude? Why would I give you my jug Maniac suit? And I was like, listen, I get care packages all the time, okay? Sit down. And then you need to sit down too. And then super fast, but I get care packages all the time, all right? And I don't use them because I knife only. So if I throw a care package down and it's a Maniac jug suit, I'm taking it. But anything else you can have. You can have anything you want. Anything out of a care package you can have. If you're playing with me, and you're near me, I'm just going to throw a care package down and be like, hey, that's my gift to you. Have it. Enjoy it. But if you get a Maniac, let me get that, bro. Let me have that. I actually thought about, here's the thing, I thought about doing this. So and this isn't hate towards this gentleman, but you guys all know Jay Nasty, right? So Jay Nasty was he's popular for getting these insane gameplays, and it's a thing where he actually makes, this is back in Modern Warfare 3. I don't know. The man doesn't bother me. This isn't a hate thing towards him, but the whole thing was that he would have he would have viewers, subscribers, or people in his party would run support for him so that he can get gameplays easier, okay? And I thought, man, that'd be kind of crazy if I had a couple people running Maniacs and a couple people running Ballistic Vest SATCOMs. And they just threw me Ballistic Vest and SATCOMs and Maniacs all game long. And I love the Maniac. I really do. I feel that if I don't get the Maniac, it's not really a YouTube upload worthy game, if that kind of makes sense. I just have a fucking blast with the Maniac. I really do. And it's really fun, and it actually gives me something to go for, if that kind of makes sense. So the idea that I had with the Maniac support is like I would somehow, as a joke, I would get a full party, have everyone run Maniac jug suits, and like some people run support for me and the other ones run like Maniac support for me. So if they get a Maniac, they just throw it down and I get it and I go stabbing and get some insane gameplay like that. And it would be funny, it would be hilarious, and it would be like this little tongue-in-cheek poke at people that do that. But like I don't have the heart to do it. Like today, I expected a package from the mail, right? So I'm standing in line at the post office, and there's like a normal girl and a lady that literally drools. Like I'm not trying to be funny, but she was mentally handicapped. She was a mentally handicapped person. And I'm standing in line, and I'm like, fuck. The way that the transactions are working, I know that I'm going to have to see her. Same thing if you go to like a food place and they're going to prepare food for you, like in a burrito place or a Subway or whatever. You don't want the manager to make food for you because he's acting like it's his lettuce and his tomatoes. You want to get like the stoned kid to make you food, right? And you kind of time in. You almost want to like say to the person behind you, hey, you go ahead of me. You go ahead of me. But I couldn't help it. I didn't want to be that guy who said, I don't want to go to the retard girl. So I ended up going to the girl that literally was mentally challenged. I'm not trying to be funny here. And she couldn't help me, but I didn't have the heart to be like, can I talk to the non-retard? You know what I mean? Like I didn't have the heart to do it, but I had to walk away from the situation, not actually dealing with the issue I had, which was I needed to pick up this package that I couldn't pick up. And so it's kind of like, it's the exact same level of thing where I don't have the heart to tell my viewers or subscribers, hey, run support for me so I can make YouTube videos. I need to use you, you know? I don't ever want to use you guys. And I just don't have the heart for it. I may crack jokes about it, but I just don't have the heart for it, if that kind of makes sense. So this is Call of Duty Search and Destroy, and that's the game. I meant to talk about Search and Destroy before. Search and Destroy is back, but if you're watching ONLYUSEmeBLADE video, you probably know Search and Destroy, it's back. Bam. So rejoice and play and like and favorite and share and peace and butt grease. And here comes the mouse click. Dominica Poison. Only, I got that Maniac. I'm super pumped. One of the great things that I get out of Call of Duty Ghosts is the Maniac and noob lobbies. So you have to understand how excited I get when I get the Maniac and noob lobbies. But you know what? Super fast one! The Call of Duty Ghosts be trolling sometimes, man. I really think they'd be trolling. They'd be laughing at me. And I'll kind of show you why. Now, before we get into this, I have to say a couple things. I have the game installed. So when you buy Call of Duty Ghosts, it comes with 2 discs. One to install it and one to play it. And I have it installed. Maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe that was my fault. But coming up right here is what happens after I get, I think, one more. The disc is unreadable? This seems Von der Haar-ish. I didn't know Von der Haar had anything to do with Ghosts. I thought that was a Treyarch thing. But Search and Destroy is back, and I get to show you actually a really, really beast round against some really shit players. Before you guys come and be like, those players were horrible. No, this is an MLG event. This is taken from UMG. Yeah. I always love that. Just like, okay, they're horrible. I get it. We don't get to pick who we play. Well, we kind of do. I lobby shop. I don't care. Fuck it. But, No, destroying noobs is fun, and I don't care what you say. It's a great pastime. I don't know what these weirdos are doing, but get those two, and then I'm going to somehow get that dude. And then I'm going to get that dude. And now for the 5-piecer in the search and destroy. Wait for it. There it is. There it goes. That happens. Now we're going to super fast mode the rest of this round just because I want to kind of... It's long, and I end up being the last person standing. Now, spoiler alert, I die. But I want you guys to kind of realize how ridiculous it is, the reason why I died. When we watch kill cams, when we die in Call of Duty, we like to go, I would like to know how I died. I would like to learn how to not die like that again. But this is just stupid, okay? This little sequence is just dumb. So, if you guys don't know about the call-outs, pretty much in this game, if there's like a sniper on the second story building, they'll be like, sniper, second story building. And periodically, your character will actually make call-outs, like these little MLG Pro call-outs. It's awesome. I'm the last person standing, 1v1. I have dead silence and I have awareness, okay? So I'm in a situation where I'm good, and he has to plant. So really, the small part of me dying here is my fault, because it's like, I should have just let him go, but I'm in a situation where he's making tons of noise, I hear him, and when I get to a point when I actually run up on him, for whatever reason, even though there's no teammates for me to yell to, right here, I yell out, enemy in the building, straight ahead, or some shit like that. And he fucking turns around and kills me. Guys, I'm going to get some more other videos. I actually have tons of games plays, but I just needed to show you this. I needed you to understand my pain. Who am I shouting out to? Who am I giving that call out to? Like, honestly. Come on. If you guys enjoyed the video, likes are appreciated. ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Peace and butt grease. And also, let me know, have these callouts fucked you over before? Who am I yelling at? Who am I talking to with that callout? Great googly moogly. Peace and butt grease. Alexa Silver. Only use me blade. What's up, guys? Only use me blade. I'm in my new room. I'm in a new little setup. I might do a little setup video if you're interested. Let me know. But I kind of want to talk about stupid people, men and women, because it baffles me. Here's the thing: I do things and I go, "Why am I doing this? This is dumb." Like, it's one thing to like have knowledge about yourself. Like, everyone gets all self-reflective all the time. They keep on going, well, what can I do to make things better, to make my situation better? They're spending all this time diagnosing themselves, but not actually spending time fixing themselves. It's almost like, you know what? If I go across the street, I'll be there. But then you like don't want to like walk. You know, it's dumb. Anyways, so women are stupid, and men are stupid too. But I was watching this show called I Married a Mobster, right? And it just had me like, it basically reaffirmed my whole, I have zero pity for people sometimes. And if life, sometimes life throws you some fucked up cards. And that's shitty, and that sucks. And what really sucks is that sometimes when people get these fucked up cards, you got these people that like don't have no arms and don't have any legs and are ugly, and like they women with A cups and just like horrible things that life gives them, and then they have like a positive attitude about it. They'll have like one stump and they'll just pogo stick with it, you know what I mean, and just try to make the best of it. And then you have these broads that act like they're victims, but they're not. Like, okay, so in this mob wife thing or whatever, here's the situation. This is how every story goes. My name is Victoria. I grew up in the city. My mom didn't have a lot of money. My dad he worked at the bread mill. And, coming up, I used to have to steal bread, and I saw this dude, and, he showed me the glamorous life. We just played Fergie in a limo through Taco Bell, and he showed us this amazing life. And then, like, later on, so then she's like, okay, And then, but I started noticing, like, sometimes he would come home and he'd be all bloody, and, like, he'd be like, hide this gun, bitch. And so then I just realized that, maybe my millionaire husband that doesn't have a high school diploma, maybe he's, like, does something, and you come to find out that he's a mobster. And so then, but it was too late. I was so used to the lifestyle, and it's just like, okay, so now that's your situation, right? You were pleasantly blissful, didn't want to put together the fact that your husband is probably a mobster, and when people are mobsters, typically there's going to be times when they, like, go to prison because they murk people, or they smuggled coke, or whatever, right? So then the inevitable happens. It'll be a situation where RICO Act or something, there's a wire bug, and the husband will go to jail. And it'll even be so bad where they're like, arrest her. And she's like, I'm just this pretty girl, and I don't understand, like, my wrists are very delicate. They put handcuffs on him, and they talked to me in this room and scared the shit out of me and said they'd take away my children. So, even though I love my husband, he did it just so he can get some time off or whatever. And it's just like, nothing is for free. Every action has a consequence. What makes people think that they can just reap the benefits of stuff and not have to deal with repercussions? And what makes people think that there's, like, a fairy tale? And why, when they make this show, why did they make this show in such a way to think that we're going to have any sympathy for this woman? Why would we have any sympathy for her? There are people with real world problems. When it just baffles me, man. And it really, and it's also just like, how can you be stupid? And here's the thing, I'm stupid too. I do some stupid stuff. It's the same thing with people that are addicted to recreational drugs. The reason why I'm saying recreational drugs is because there are situations that I'm aware of where someone can, like, have a surgery, break their leg or something like that, and they go through the hospital system and they give them prescription drugs, and then they end up being addicted to prescription drugs. That's drug addiction that I'm just like, that's fucked up. That person needs help. That's kind of sad, right? But, like, people that go out and, like, party their ass off and, like, doing lines of cocaine off a stripper's butthole or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, drink excessively. I drink. I don't really drink anymore, but, like, every once in a while I'll go out and have some drinks or whatever. And the next day I feel like dying. But there's nothing in me that goes, oh, this is so sad. Just, why feel bad for me because I'm so hungover? No, I put that on myself. So, like, the whole feeling bad for someone thing, that well is drying up, because there's lots of people, if you really need to feel bad or whatever, have actual problems not by their doing. You know what I mean? That they actually, like, do everything that's right and the world shits on them. I got sympathy for that, but, like, everyone else, shut up. I kind of went on a rant there. I didn't expect that. I was going to talk about the Maniac and Team Deathmatch, but how many times can you talk about the Maniac and Knifing Only? So, ONLYUSemeBLADE, peace, and butt grease, mouse click. Only use me blade. That came from the fucking Mario Brothers, and I shouldn't say fucking clit. What's up, guys? ONLYUSemeBLADE, and this is a search and destroy on the Call of Duty Ghosts, and this game fucking sucks. It really does, and I'm thinking, like, I want to make it work. I want to make this relationship between me and the ghosts work, so I'm going to do some shooting. I'm going to go on my Brian Rizzo account. That's me! And I'm going to do some shooting, because the knifing thing is, denied. The knifing thing, it's hard, and I'm not even, like, I don't even want to, like, prove myself in the knifing world. I feel like I've paid my dues to the knifing world, and so I'm gonna do some shooting stuff, make some videos from that, and there. So bam. But I got a lot of gameplays of knifing only, so you won't see that for a while. This is a search and destroy game on the worst map of all time, and I just want to say that I love you. I really do. I saw a girl tonight at the bar, and I had taken her home, and I banged her, and then, like, we didn't talk afterwards, and to all the ladies out there, that's not normally how it goes down, but, like, I make connections with people, and then like I just feel like, oh, whatever, that connection is old, so fuck it, don't worry about it. And I feel bad because like this girl, she had a real good connection, and I fucked her proper, you know what I mean? And I was like, I was cool. I was like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? How we doing it? You know? And it was a situation where she had moved on or done other things. But basically, all I'm saying is like, it was a metaphor for a bad habit of mine, which is the ability to make a connection with people. And maybe because I only know cool people and I only know people that are like, they don't give a fuck. They don't even think about shit like that, about as far as like making those connections. I've done over 1,000 videos. I guarantee you that if you've been around for a long time, I've made a connection to your soul. But if we were ever to kick in real life, I'd be like, I don't know, fuck. You know what I mean? And it's really weird because like when I see people in lobbies, they're just like, hey, Blade, oh my god, and it's just like, hey, I just want to chill and just play. But like I've made a connection with, fuck you. I hate snippers. Guys, whenever I say snippers or faggots, it's not, I want to apologize now because I know that's a fucking hateful word. And I know that's just a fucking very harsh word. And it's really, really bad. I don't want to talk bad about gay people. And so like when I say snipers or faggots, I want to stop that. I want to make sure that you guys understand that if you like the same sex, it doesn't mean that you snipe in Call of Duty. I would never want to put that on you. That's my joke. I said that on Twitter. I'm reusing shit, whatever. But I make them connections, and a lot of times I just figure, like, just because you connected at one time doesn't mean that that connection is still there, but it is. I touch people's hearts. And but the point of this commentary, the point of what I want to talk about, like a lot of times I come into commentaries and I have topics, and the initial topic was going to be this, but then I just started talking about it. I was like, I have no problem saying this. I love you. I do. I really do love you. Now, the point of this commentary is new consoles, right? So here's my fucking wavelength on this, okay? I play Call of Duty. That's what I play. I'm a casual gamer. I play the GTA and the Call of Duty. And you can just get mad or whatever about that. So a lot of people will be like, Blade, what are you getting? Are you getting the Xbox One or the PS4? Which one are you getting? And I've never been one to look at numbers to decide if that is what dictates what it is. It's all about real world. I can give you measurements. I can give you numbers. I've seen a girl that was 38, 20, 40, and she looked fucked up. She had fucked up teeth. That just goes to tell you that even with fucking amazing, busty numbers like that, that numbers don't always work. So, like, all these numbers would be like 1080p versus 720p versus how many frames versus gigahertz and gigawatts or whatever. All that stuff doesn't really mean shit to me. I'd like to see what people play on and see how things work and pick the best system, the system that I'm going to be playing on the most. And it's not because I can't own both systems. It's honestly is like I don't want to even change chords, if that kind of makes sense. Like I have a PS3, I have an Xbox 360, and the biggest problem, I've made my PS2, my entertainment center situation, and I made my 360 what I work on, what I game on. So like the new system's coming out, right? And it was just like PS4 versus 360, and this is the crutch I used. I used the crutch of saying, all right, I'm going to go with the Xbox One. The reason I'm going with the Xbox One is because Call of Duty is primarily made on Xbox. So I'm just going to use that information and just go from that, right? And so what I did is I looked around for pre-orders, right? And pre-ordering is a little like weird, but I looked around for pre-orders. Like if there's demand, why can't you just make it? You know what I mean? Like it's not like the game systems are going to go bad or whatever. So I looked around, I couldn't find a pre-order, right? And I found a pre-order. This was months ago. Finally I found a pre-order on Sam's Club. So I ordered from Sam's Club, and they made me pay a $50 membership fee so I can be a member, and then I could actually order did the pre-order, bam, done. Thinking, all right, cool. I wouldn't get it on day one, but I'd have them ship it to me, right? So I'm like, all right, cool, we'll just leave it at that. Well, later on down the line, about a month later, not only did Sam's Club charge me and then uncharge me, it was a situation where I'm like, all right, I get this email from Best Buy, and Best Buy's like, we have Xbox Ones available for pre-order. Not only would it be a lower price than Sam's Club, but I'd be able to get it day one. So I'm like, all right, I'll just go that way. But before I do, let me call up Sam's Club. I call up Sam's Club, talk to Victoria. I don't know if you're going to reach her because it's a fucking major company, but I talked to Victoria. And we made that connection like we talked about connections before. As I'm talking to Victoria, it's a situation where I'm like, listen, I lied. I lied for the situation. I would never lie to you guys. And I lied and I said, my work is buying me an Xbox One. I don't need the Xbox One. Could we cancel pre-order? She said, sure, no problem. Let me put in the order. Let me put in this little thing saying he would like to cancel his order. Bam, done. 5-minute phone call, right? So then I'm like, cool. So they cancel the order. And then I went to bestbuy.com, typed in some numbers, typed in some information, ordered my Xbox One. Bam. So plan is I'll get Xbox One day one. Bam, let's go. So then, forward about another 30 days, I get this little notification from Bank of America. They go, your account is drastically low, or something along those lines. I wasn't overdrawn, but they said my account was low. I'm like, that can't be. I should be flush for the month. I should be good, you know? And I looked into it, and Sam's Club had charged me. So I'm on the phone with Sam's Club for like hours. I'm like, listen, I put in an order to cancel my pre-order, but you guys still charge me. What's up? I sent you guys a refund. And long story short, they tell me, listen, no, we can't cancel pre-orders. I'm like, let me talk to your manager. Ended up talking to a manager. Her name was Shannon. If you talk to Shannon, tell her she's a cunt. And she said the same thing. She said, you know, we can't cancel pre-orders. I'm like, you guys don't have a physical item. I haven't received it. And this is what they told me. They said, listen, when the order goes out, if you really want to cancel still, if the order's going to go out, we're going to charge your account. When the order goes out, when you receive it, deny it. Tell the FedEx guy, fuck off. And when you refuse it, then they'll send it back to us, we'll process it, then we'll refund you. I'm like, that seems like a fucking pain in the ass. I called them every day for like a week, and thinking that I was going to talk to an actual normal person, and I actually ended up talking to Shannon twice. And it was basically came down to a situation where I wasn't gonna get out of this deal. Like I talked to my bank, I talked to them, I wasn't gonna get out of the deal, right? So then I was like, okay, as not to have multiple ones, let me cancel my order from Best Buy. And I was worried that Best Buy was gonna give me shit. I fucking went on bestbuy.com, I hit cancel. They said, are you sure? I said yes, and that's all they needed. Within fucking like 10 seconds, boop, on my account, they refunded me the money. Bam. All right, cool. So now I'm in a situation where my bank account's flush, and I'm waiting for Sam's Club to charge me. Come to find out, it's like they released the Xbox One. I went over to Keem's house. I played it. Wasn't that interested. Wasn't that impressed. All I played is Call of Duty, so like I wasn't that impressed. And maybe if there was Titanfall, there was other stuff, it'd be a different thing, right? So I wasn't even impressed with it, and I finally called them up, and I asked them, like, so what's up? Are you guys sending me the thing? And they're like, well, you put in numerous orders to cancel it. We canceled it. So I went from having 2 Xbox Ones coming to my doorstep to no Xbox Ones. Let that sink in for a second. Think about the issues and the subscriptions that you have with that. And it's just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, why? I hate customer service because I hate shitty people, and I hate the fact that they can hide behind another corporation that they represent. And it was just really, really frustrating. But also at the same time, like I always want to encourage you guys to look at the positive things. Like maybe if I'm playing with you, that's cool. Maybe if I don't fucking have a heart to heart like I do through these commentaries, and that's one thing. What I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna see from my friends, from other people, their experiences with Xbox Ones versus PS4s, actual real-world situations, how they're going to deal with it. And then I'll make a decision and buy a console. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play NBA Jam, and I'm going to do some shooting on the Ghost, and we will figure it out. I want you to know that I, honest to God, do love you. And if I've ever made a connection with you, give a like on this video. ONLYUSemeBLADE, peace and butt grease. Hatoma Tanaka. I think that's how you spell her name. Just Asian girl with big ass titties. Mouse click. What's up, guys? ONLYUSemeBLADE, and this video is actually brought to you by the Tim Ferriss experiment. I'm going to show you a clip right now.
Sunday nights at 8, starting December 1st on Upwave on HLN. Author, life hacker, human guinea pig. Welcome to the Tim Ferriss Experiment. Watch Tim Ferriss deconstruct, decode, and demystify some of the world's toughest challenges, pushing his abilities to show you how to take the impossible and make it possible.
So the renowned author and life hacker attacks a new challenge every episode, and he uses what he learns to teach you new life lessons. The show premieres December 1st on Sunday at 8 p.m., but you can click the link in the description right now to watch it early on the HLN network. And while you're there, subscribe. Now, on to my video. Only use me blade. What? What is this? I don't remember this game. I love this game. Here's the thing. You can go back to all my old videos from the Black Ops 2, and I don't think there was ever a point when I was like, fuck this game. I might have maybe got bored with it at some point from overplaying it or whatever, but for the most part, I dug this game. And I have more fun with Black Ops 2 than I do with Ghost. Does that mean that it's better? No, it just means that I have more fun with it. The one key element for me to have fun when I'm knifing only is the ease of it. It is easier to knife only in Call of Duty Black Ops 2 than it is in Ghost. Super fast mode, and the reason being is because in Call of Duty Ghost, you just get vaporized. Like, you get sneezed on and you die. In this, you can take some bullets and you can kind of maneuver. And I feel that if I get spotted by an enemy in this game, I can out-thunk them, and I can figure it out and get a kill. Not saying that if someone sees me, they can't just insta-kill me. But for the most part, the health is a lot higher. They're not going to increase the health in Call of Duty Ghost, and I'm just going to have to adapt. I'm going to have to get my my giraffe on. And a lot of you guys hated that giraffe analogy like 4 or 5 videos back. But I was going to have to adapt. I got tons of gameplay, but like I just wanted to bring you guys something different and bring you the Black Ops 2. The beauty of the Call of Duties, like let's say I'm not feeling the Ghosts. If I still want to go get gameplays, I can always hop on Black Ops 2. I will never play Modern Warfare 3 again because I have too much self-respect. I can hop on Black Ops 1. I can hop on World at War, COD 4, whatevs. And there's other games. There's the GTAs. So we have variety. It doesn't just have to be Ghosts. So Ghost was kind of pissed me off, and I actually went on and I played Mob. You know, I don't know why. I was never really super fast. I was really never a zombie guy, but like I love Mob of the Dead. I really do. I really thoroughly enjoy Mob of the Dead, and I want to do something where I want to get to like level 100, or I want to see what the highest level solo. Woohoo! The jumper. I want to see what the highest level solo Mob of the Dead round is, because like playing Mob of the Dead with like a bunch of people is stupid because you can't take bathroom breaks. There's no pause function, but I don't know. I just really like Mob of the Dead, and I really like Black Ops 2, and I don't want this to be like anything like what's better, Black Ops 2 or Call of Duty Ghost. They're different types of games. It's like comparing apples and oranges. For me, it's more about how much health you have in the game. You have more health in Black Ops 2, and you have to remember that every Call of Duty I play, because I do the knifing, I have a really weird view of something. You may love Ghost just because when you see people, your bullets actually work. I get it. I'm completely aware. Like when I've got on my shooting account, when Black Ops 2 was out, I went on my shooting account trying to play, and it was so inconsistent as far as like if you shoot someone, who knows if they're gonna die or not, you know. So I'm not saying that this game doesn't have problems. Every Call of Duty game has some issues. It's just how you work with it, how you adapt. Guys, I've still gotten plenty of Call of Duty Ghost stuff. I got some Search and Destroy. What do you guys want to see? You guys want to see Search and Destroy, Team Deathmatch, Cranked? And also, I got a question about the Cranked. If you have the speed perks, like the marathon or extreme condition or whatever it's called, and the agility, if you have those on and then you get cranked, do you run faster than normal? Or should I just leave those off, get my first kill, and then I'll have that'll free up 4 perk pots? I don't know. No one's ever really answered that question per se. I think people are still just kind of just checking out the game and having fun with it. But I actually go on a tear and I get in the nice triple. Get him a triple feed. And now I got a Blackbird, counter UAV. I missed the Blackbird, but what are you gonna do? Also, this is just a friendly reminder that I'm aware of my actions. And the reason why I say that is because I've actually found some pretty cheese setups in this game. Some setups, I actually got a Tomahawk only gameplay. And I'm not going to upload it. And I'll tell you why, okay? Because by showing exploits in a game, especially in a multiplayer game, I've said this before, but when you show exploits in a multiplayer game, the super cheese setups, whatever, and especially with the Infinity War games because they never patch stuff. If I were to show that, I'm not saying that I'm like the emperor of Call of Duty. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying if I were to show that, that would show people that class, and then people would use it. They would actually use it, and then people would watch the kill cams and see why they're getting killed, and then become rampant. See what I'm saying? It's kind of like the whole one-man army noob tube thing from back in the day. If no one made a video, maybe Modern Warfare 2 would have been funner for a little bit longer. So I know some cheese setups. I know it, but I'm not going to share it with you because let's not break the game quite yet. I'll go back to Ghost, but I wanted to bring you some Black Ops 2. Peace and butt grease. Shy Styles. What's up, guys? ONLYUSemeBLADE, and I live streamed today. I just decided, let me just go on Twitch and live stream, and I had a blast. Like, I really had fun. Usually I don't have fun live streaming because I, like, play Call of Duty just in pub matches, but what I decided to do is I invited a lot of you guys. As soon as people got on the stream, I just basically told the stream, hey, if you want to come in, send me a message, I'll invite you. So we got a whole bunch of people, and we're actually having a Maniac off, and we did private matches, and we did all or nothing, or I pretty much set up the rules so it plays exactly like All or Nothing from Modern Warfare 3 in this private lobby, and had a blast. And so there's actually 2 straight games where it was just good times. Actually, the whole stream was a fun time. From here on out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I'm actually looking forward to streaming. So before I stream, I'll make a quick video letting you guys know on the YouTubes that I'm streaming. Obviously, follow me on the Facebook and the Twitter. You'll definitely see it that way as well. But I'll just let you know when I'm streaming. I'm going to be streaming over on Twitch. There's an issue with streaming on YouTube. The chat isn't as good, and it doesn't actually publish, like, go out to people. So I want you guys to be able to have fun in the streams. And I figured I would share some highlights from the streams. So, bam. ONLYUSemeBLADE. And this is a Maniac off where we pretty much just like Fight Club. I know you're not supposed to talk about Fight Club, but you get in the middle and you just have a Maniac off and we try to kill each other. It's just something fun and interesting we did in the stream. Here's those All or Nothing games, and after every commentary I like to say peace and butt grease. Tiffany Towers. Mouse click. Probably not ready, but bam, just doing it. All right, guys, first to 30. We'll play a couple games, then I'll get some other people from the stream in, if that's cool.
Free for all.
What's up, YouTube? It's Minecraft Bro 622 here. We are playing.
You trying to do a live com?
Knife.
Trying to do a live com during my session, bro?
Cut him off in the middle of his lockup.
Don't worry,
What a big move,
I'm in a
Blade.
lobby with the Mystery Box HD.
What the fuck?
You know him from YouTube. It's pretty freaking amazing, in my opinion, at least. But yeah, we're just going around phoning these guys.
Hey, can me and you do a dual comp?
Sure.
Invisible session just live commenting.
Throwing that in the back. Oh god, I'm getting.
You're killing this live com.
Impressive live.
Woo!
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
Oh my god.
That's fucked up, man. That's messed up.
Yeah, just let him.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you know you're in a live stream right now.
Yo,
Doing a
my
live
bad.
comp on a live
Yeah.
stream. Let's get it.
Dude,
All the way
people
live.
join my session and they know nothing. They know nothing about this live stream.
You're gonna go
Yeah,
live.
he doesn't even know Blade. He
Live
doesn't-
I know.
Live.
I'm not trying to be that guy, but like,
We're on a live stream right now. Go check only.
Yo, I wanted to say something. I was like, wait, is someone more
know.
famous than Blade?
I know. I'm like, dude, this guy's way more famous. What the fuck? Oh my god.
oh, that was sexy. That would have been the one.
Yo, Blade, when you moving back to?
Probably in like 4 or 5 months.
Oh, yo, that's actually good. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of
It turns out I'm on a live.
Yo, how are you gonna do the bad kick cast? And
We'll figure it out.
Are you guys gonna do like figure it out? Yeah.
Question,
Specialist bonus achieved.
YouTube or Twitch?
I'm streaming on Twitch right now, but I'm from
Okay,
YouTube.
I'm streaming on Twitch. A bunch of people.
That's why I thought it was a little odd that you're trying to bust out the live com, but do your thing, man. Do your thing. This is your world.
Yeah, I know, cause somebody joined through mine. And
That's why when he asked, he's like, can you put you in a video? I'm like, what about me, bro? Why? Can I get some clearance?
I'm like, dude, do you not realize we're in somebody else's live stream? Like, save that shit for another time. Like, oh my god, funny shit. Yeah, man, you should live stream more often. This is like the first time I've seen it.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Well, I was trying to think of a different way because I rage when I play Call of Duty, but something like this I think would be fun, and plus I kind of want to like play with the fans.
Yeah, this is
you know what I mean?
fun. Yeah.
Not OSUP though.
Oh, so I'm your fan now, Blade? Wayne,
Oh, cut that out.
We had some respect.
I try not to say the word fan. I try to say viewer.
Yeah, I like that
Oh,
word.
sorry.
No worries.
Your audience or your
Yeah, I try not to say fan because
Yeah, I don't like that
there's.
Dude, I'm on that bonus, so
Yeah.
fuck you.
Good. Man, everybody's a fucking pro knifer in here. I hate it.
Not everybody.
I got 8 kills. I don't know what you're talking about.
Except for,
There's
me
no
and
pro
John.
knifing coming here.
Me and John. Yo, this is Modern Warfare 2.
Wait, why did it not? Why did the game not end? It should have ended.
You must have put the limit.
My cousin, he's watching your live stream and he said, why are you trying to live com?
Ooh. Yo, why you stream?
Why do you stream that shit? That's one of the greatest quotes of all time. That's one of the greatest quotes of all time.
Oh yeah, dude. Yo, oh yeah. Yo, didn't you start selling like t-shirts?
I think White Boy did.
Yeah.
Ready up.
Wait, get back here, man. Where do you think you're going? Oh.
I was about to go on a streak there.
Ooh. Ooh, god fuck.
I gotta step
Woo!
relationship for real, man.
I know, Blade pulled a lead. I had a lead and then he just passed me.
Hey, I'm gonna end it, guys, so that we can actually put a limit on the score. So,
Yeah. Or do you want to go to? Alright, never mind.
sorry about that.
Host advantage.
Well, definitely, dude. That's why I'm.
Yeah, host
Yeah,
pro.
no shit. No, I feel it. Like I'm totally aware. I'm not gonna try to lie and be like I'm so good. It's definitely host advantage.
I have to tell when people run up to me. I'm just knife in the air.
Yeah.
No, it's the 3-millisecond delay of my TV.
Hey, that was the truth, man. That was the truth. When I had to play on that regular monitor, my game suffered. Alright, game set up. Options.
I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah. Score limit is what, 30? 30 points? Yeah. Someone keeps on sending me a message. Let me see what's going on here. There you go, buddy. So, I mean, I'm not trying to be like, you don't know me, but did you really not know me?
I think he said he did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's uploading that live ROM right now.
There we go.
Million views. Pains Blade, just make a class real quick. Just
He's rendered
no dead silence.
I'm I'm gonna make a tips video real quick.
I was just confused. I was like, why did he not like? He asked you, but he didn't ask me. I'm like, this is my lobby. This is like my live stream. So why is he asking you? I didn't get that.
Yeah, I know. Here, let me explain. All right. Everybody, like a couple of people in here are YouTubers, and like people add them. And stuff. So obviously you're gonna get like session joining from fucking multiple session joiners. So shit happens.
I mean, it's cool. It's all in fun and everything. I feel bad because I might have messed up his live comm. I don't know if I could screw it up, but I might have like interrupted.
No, it's fine.
All right, here we go, guys. I actually did put a score limit.
My brother's not gonna believe
It's the first to 30. So, bam, here we go, guys. I loved Host Advantage. In All or Nothing, if I could play Modern Warfare 3 All or Nothing with Host every time, I'd do it.
Guys, I might lag out. My parents, I think they're gonna shut off the router.
Are you in an airplane? It's a black box. The plane's going down.
God damn it.
Ooh, kill him.
Ooh, cross map. Go on. Oh, fuck.
Kill him.
Oh, Blade,
That Host Advantage, baby. That Host Pro.
Got him.
Ooh, kill him.
I think we should have like a match where you spectate one play.
Alright, I'm down.
This is kind of a weird question, but how do you find Claymore?
How do you what?
Sit rep? I don't know.
Find Claymore.
Find him?
A clan was just a Claymore.
Oh, wow.
I was like, sit rep?
Yeah.
So Host Advantage.
It's so there. I'll spectate around. If I spectate, can I like hover around and stuff?
No.
And like shoutcast it?
I think you can, yeah. Put on the podcast.
Alright.
Yeah, they put
You can do whatever you want.
We'll have a well, just how I'll make the score limit unlimited. Everyone gets a Maniac. We have a Maniac off.
Oh!
Let's have a Maniac off. That'd be fun as hell.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the host.
The Host, man. The Time Warner cable.
Just setting up takes too long.
Dude, oh, I hate Time Warner.
It's so bad, dude.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
Fucking dancing, yeah.
We're losing this fight.
Losing.
I got cops.
Oh my god.
What?
God damn.
I always thought that was a funny name for a fucking. There's a Cox cable. But I always thought that was a funny name.
Mine's not bad though. Mine's like 60 up 20.
I used to have really good internet back home in Seattle. I used to have like 150 and 50.
My friend who lives in Buffalo is really good. I don't know what he has though. I think it's
Who was trying to tactically camp in? Whoa!
fuck you.
Well, he can't. He had like stalker on or something.
Here comes the death streak.
I don't think there should be death streaks.
I like my knife in it.
I don't think there should be death streaks, but I think there should be an indicator saying, "Hey, you've died a bunch of times in a row."
Yeah.
Yeah, you're pretty bad. Just quit.
Oh, that could be depressing though. Oh crap.
You expect it where you die like 10 times in a row, they just kick you out.
Yeah,
Died 10 times.
yeah, for real,
So,
for
like,
real.
Hindering your team.
But I think that make people. Actually, no, people go to camp regardless. So if you have, okay, remember how in Call of Duty, I shouldn't even be talking to you guys. You guys are the enemy right now. So. Well, it's.
I don't know how I feel
Well.
about that.
Whoa! How? Painsblade. Live from the underground. He's about to disconnect, but somehow he pulls out the victory. So. He's got the voice mod.
Ooh! Ooh!
Only. only use me blade. So I really like making videos. I apologize for not making videos recently. I was in a food coma yesterday because that's what you do. Somehow, in order to celebrate this great day of Thanksgiving, we just feast on so much food that we literally go into food comas. We just want to take a nap. And you know that's bad when you're like, you know what? That eating was so exhausting. I need a nap. But no, it's an awesome holiday, and I actually I didn't get to spend it with my family or anything because I'm out here in Buffalo and I'm from Seattle, and that guy's a bitch. I hate you. If you kill me in Call of Duty, I hate you. It doesn't matter if you snipe. Whatever. If you just kill me in Call of Duty, I don't like you. I don't like you. Anyways, so I had a good meal, food coma, and as we were eating afterwards, we were looking at all the ads and checking our emails on our phones, and this Black Friday thing is ridiculous, and I think that this is a public service announcement to people. Value your time, okay? There's lots of things that we do where literally we are making a judgment call on convenience. A lot of times we pay for convenience, okay? Imagine if you travel, right? You travel and you're in a hotel room, you're like, I want some food, but I want to like get in an elevator and let the elevator carry me down and go to the place and get, I can't even be bothered to get out of my pajamas right now. So I summon someone to bring me food to my hotel room. Now, when you get that food, not only are you paying, like when you pay for people to make your food, you're paying more than what the cost of the ingredients are, right? Like you can make Hamburger Helper for like $4. I think when it breaks down, it costs about $4 for the supplies, right? But like if you were to order that in a restaurant, it would be like, they'd give you like half of it and it'd be like $8. So you're paying for someone else to cook your food, and then on a delivery fee, you are literally paying for the convenience of someone bringing it to you, right? So that being said, on a day-to-day basis, we do things and literally pay extra to not be bothered. You could probably install a TV on your wall if you know how to, but just so the things don't get messed up, you can't be bothered with it, you will pay a guy extra to do it, right? Black Friday and camping out for electronic items in the freezing cold. What you're telling me is not that you're trying to get a good deal. What you're telling me is that you do not value your own time. During Thanksgiving is supposed to be time that you spend with friends and family. And as soon as that gets done, you're like, okay, bam, going to sleep, gotta wake up. I'm gonna fucking buy a VHS player for 15 cents tomorrow. I saved a whole $20. But it's like, I honestly believe this. We're in this weird place right now where people literally will spend thousands of dollars to save hundreds. What kind of sense does that make? This is supposed to be time that you spend with your family, and you're out there freezing your ass off trying to get an Xbox cheaper or whatever. And it's like, I get it if those deals were there and all it required me to do was just drive over to the store and get it, then that's totally cool. But like to go through the hassle and to literally get animalistic with it, to get into like this, because that's what people do. There'll be a thing saying that they have Xbox Ones or PS4s. They'll be like, we have 20 Xbox Ones and PS4s. There'll be a line of 50 people. What are the people in the back of the line think are going to happen to the people in the front? That they're going to give up or something? Come on now. Value your time more. Enjoy yourselves and spend it with your loved ones that time of year. ONLYUSEmeBLADE, peas and butt grease, porn star Charlotte Styles, and mouse click. What up? What's up, guys? What up? Like, hey, listen. I don't know why I came in like that. What's up, guys? ONLYUSEmeBLADE. This is Search and Rescue. And I went to play Search and Rescue because I know this is a shocker, okay? I know this is a shocker. But in order to get extremely high scores, especially knife and only in any Call of Duty, you need to play against bad players. That's shocker, I know. But there's nothing wrong with that. It's execution that counts. And it's not that these players were that bad, but I want to just kind of make a point of I love shining amongst the stupid. there's some smart people that make me look dumb. So I love shining amongst the stupid. But I think me hanging out around the stupid has lowered my intelligence level. I don't know. But basically, think of it like this. You ever play in a lobby and you immediately back out of a map if it's just a horrible map? Well, if you think about it, if you actually found a lobby with enough people that want to play that shitty map, they're probably dumb, and you could probably shit on them. So all those times you quit out, it could have been there.
Oh!
Job, team. Get ready for the next
I
one.
didn't see him! No! I thought it was Lost Alive. I would have said something.
I just had to include that. I love Ninja Diffuses, especially when the dude was staring into my soul like that. I felt like I included it. Anyways, so you have a double-edged sword of if you shine amongst stupid people to make yourself feel smarter, are you really smarter? Because here's the thing, I'm like trying to live a more square life. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be a more so-called normal person. I'm still always me or whatever, but I'm trying to live a more chill version of me, not going out getting wasted, crazy stuff like that, irresponsibility stuff, like I'm literally trying to be lame. And what that involves is not going out on Fridays or Saturdays, which is lame in itself. And also, it involves, apparently Netflix is just like the lifeline to staying out of trouble. So I'm watching Netflix, and I watched 2 things. One of them was a movie, and another was a season of a show. And both of them, even though I didn't really connect with the characters, both of them just kind of, things come at me, right? And it makes me go, oh wait, maybe this is a universal thing that allows me to be self-reflective and kind of think about stuff. Like, I'm always talking about you're the main character of the movie called Life. But so the movie I saw was a movie called Super. And only watch that movie if you're ridiculously stoned, because otherwise you're going to think it's the stupidest movie ever. Super with Rainn Wilson. And then also I watched, what is that movie called? It's How I Met Your Mother. A lot of you guys think I'm black. I'm not black. I'm a Caucasian. I'm Sicilian, Italian, whatever you want to call me. But I'm not black, but I do have to say that How I Met Your Mother is like the widest television show since Friends. And when I watch this and I watch how like these people, it's honestly like a case study for me about watching how so-called normal people act. And it's just like, the dudes don't have conversations like that. And like, they're just corny. It's fucking corny. And like, the closest thing that we got is the dude that says legendary or whatever. Like, some of us talk, I don't know. Like, it just seems like a cornball. I can't do it. It's so cheesy. Anyways, so during both of these, both the show and during this movie, there was these 2 themes to where the person is looking for happiness, right? And they feel that the world revolves around them from their point of view. Obviously, it does revolve around them, around their point of view. But what actually is going on is that they are not necessarily the main character in the whole grand scheme of things. And that's something that you have to realize. That's something you have to comprehend. You can view the world from your own perspective, and you can get your own perspective, but at the same time, sometimes the story that's being told, you're not the main character. And a lot of times, like in the movie Super, I don't want to ruin the movie Super for you, but he figures out that this whole thing that he's thinking is about him being a superhero, in the whole grand scheme of things, it's not. It's about him playing a supporting role in a grander scheme of things. And then Ted, who's a fucking pussy on How I Met Your Mother, you realize that even though he's thinking about everything, he actually is just a character that facilitates the greater good of stuff. Does that kind of make sense? So even though I encourage individuality and I encourage all that, sometimes you have to take a step back and be like, you know what? I'm not the main character. I might not be the main character. And to force yourself to be the main character is actually kind of unhealthy, because maybe you're just a supporting role. ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Peace and buckeries.
Reach to the sky from the bottom, living out the dreams that have all came true.